Thanks for checking out this week's Coach's Corner. We know the season has officially started, and like it's routine or clockwork, every time I go to the Bison Open, it seems to snow. I always wonder how recruits go down there. You know, here in Minneapolis, I was sitting by my pool yesterday laying out with a swimsuit on, so beautiful here, cold there all the time. I don't get it. But recap of the Bison Open. At 125 pounds, we had both Spratly and McKee make the finals. I thought they wrestled fine. McKee gets a couple pins, Spratly a couple nice wins, and then getting into the finals, there's no point. It's actually the new rule now. Anytime guys from the same program wrestle each other, the match doesn't even count. So really no risk to take there as far as the injury. So those guys were co-champs at 125. At 133, Aaron Nagao, you know, we've been talking a lot about him. He's young, but he has really big goals for himself. Just returned from the Freestyle World Championships, which he was focusing on a few weeks ago. Goes to the Bison Open, wins the Bison Open, gets a major decision in the finals. I know he's going to continue to make good growth, but that was pretty positive. At 141, we had two finalists. Vance Vombar, he's getting better. I know we've talked a lot about him. Last year had a couple big wins over ranked opponents, and he looks good. I love his mindset. He makes the finals and loses to Berglund, our returning All-American, and Berglund looked phenomenal. So, you know, that says a lot about Berglund as well. Those two guys are going to continue to help each other get better. At 149, I think he was maybe the most impressive this weekend. Michael Block just dominates. He gets two tech falls and two pins, and so scores bonus points in all of his matches and looks just amazing. At 157, we did not have Brayton Lee there, but Sebas Swigum goes out and wrestles phenomenal. He ends up winning, scores bonus points in the finals, I believe, and I thought he looked really good. At 165, we have Andrew Sparks back. I thought as the tournament went on, he got better and better each match, and in the finals, it was a really fun match. He ends up dropping the match, loses 10-11, but just back and forth, really exciting. I thought he was really starting to click and wrestle the way that we want him to wrestle. So it was that was a fun match to watch. At 174, Jared Krediger, he has a really nice tournament. He ends up winning it, and I think he also won by bonus points in the finals. At 184 pounds, we had both finalists. Michael Foy was at 197 for us last year. You know, he was a little bit undersized at 197. He made the decision he wanted to come down and compete at 184. He is also just returning from the World Championships for Greco a few weeks ago. But he, in the semifinals, knocks off the NDSU opponent, which was, I think he's a lower, maybe a low 20s ranked opponent, and but then drops his match to Salazar in the finals. So Salazar looked really strong throughout the weekend, and just I thought looked really good in the finals against Foy. So a great match there. 197, we had a few guys competing there doing really well, but Garrett Joles ends up making the finals, and he also wrestles against an NDSU opponent that's ranked in the lower 20s and a tough kid, and I thought he looked phenomenal from the very start. He ends up getting a major decision, really dominates in the finals, and that's one of the better matches that I've seen Garrett put together over his last couple of years here. Just really good, sound, basic wrestling, and that was fun to watch. So in the end, we had 11 guys in the finals. We won 8 of the 10 weight classes, and I thought the guys wrestled really well. So looking forward to this weekend. We have our very first home opener versus Binghamton on Sunday at 1 p.m. At 125 pounds, we will not be wrestling Pat McKee. He is getting ready for the All-Star event on Tuesday down in Austin, Texas. So at 125, we'll be wrestling either Troy Spratly or Quincy Halverson there. But looking at the other matchups, some key ones, there'll be ranked matchups at 174, 184, and 197. They're 97-pounders ranked 7th in the country, so that could be, you know, kind of the highlighted match there. So really looking forward to this home opener. Fans, if you can get out, let's get out and support these guys. I know it means a lot to them. We talk about the atmosphere in our recruiting all the time. So if you love wrestling, come out and cheer these guys on. It should be an awesome duel. Also new this year, we have mat side seating. So if you haven't secured tickets yet, season tickets, do that now and look into those mat side seating. we're also serving beer and wine at all of our wrestling events now too. So other than that, the rest of the guys will be heading down and competing at South Dakota State at the Daktronics. That should be a really good open tournament. Nebraska's there, Iowa State's there, UNI, NDSU, SDSU, obviously us. So you have 6 Division I programs there competing. So it should be some awesome opportunity for our guys to go and compete against some good competition. Following the duel, remember we do our socials. This duel will have a social at Blarney's for the Takedown Club right after the duel. So the coaching staff will be there. We'll recap the duel and get a chance to thank you guys for coming and say hi to you guys. So exciting weekend for the Gophers here. We'd love to see you guys, and we'll check in with you guys after the weekend. Go Gophers.